Are you recording the session? Because last time it created a lot of difficulty for us since we were unable to record.
Yes, I
Yes,
record
I
the
record
session.
the session.
Alright, make sure everything is being recorded. Okay, so did you guys submit your task one? Like, can I get a thumbs up? Okay, okay. Aditi, why did you submit? Alright, whosoever has not submitted yesterday, make sure you submit by today. And if you have got extension, please submit by the time. So I don't know how to add citations. I have already, yes, we'll be covering the citations part today so that you can add citations accordingly and then you can submit. All right, so I think we can start now. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so today we'll be talking about the references and we'll be specifically talking about the OSCOLA referencing, which is widely used as far as legal citations are concerned. So, can anyone define what do you mean by referencing and like what are the referencing styles that you heard of? Anyone just to start off. All right, so nobody seems in mood. Okay, so in today's session, we are going to discuss what are references. We'll be talking about the importance of references and citations. We'll be specifically talking about the OSCOLA referencing. We'll see how to add references in MS Word. Also, we'll be talking about a referencing tool called Zotero, how to use Zotero for referencing. Thereafter, we'll be talking about some tips and tricks related to references, and we'll be addressing your doubts if any. So references are nothing but the citations that provide the source information for the ideas, information or data used in your written work. So whenever you write any article or a case commentary or like any manuscript you are preparing, you use different sources for legal research and like you compile various sources into your article, right? So you need to cite those sources in order to give credit to the original author and to avoid plagiarism. Now, references serve as a means of giving credit to the original authors, providing credibility to the arguments presented, and allowing readers to verify the accuracy of the information. So, by adding references, you add credibility to your work, and your work looks like well researched, and it shows how well you have researched and how well you have compiled the sources. And what sources have you cited clearly reflects the quality of your work. Let's say you have cited an informal sources, secondary sources, so that won't make your article or case commentary credible. You have to cite basically the primary sources mainly, like the journal articles and the reports and the cases and the statutes and all. So I think we should not waste time in defining referencing. Everybody is aware of that. So how does OSCOLA references look like? All right. So talking about the books, while you write your articles, you might be referring to some books, right? So you have to cite those books wherever you have like taken any direct quotation or any you have paraphrased any part of any sentence or any paragraph. So the format is you have to write firstly the author's name and then the title in italics and then in bracket the edition and lastly the publisher date. For example, you can see this. This is the firstly the author's name has been stated. Thereafter in italics there is the title of the book and it is the first edition of the book. And lastly the publisher name and the publication date. So this format you have to follow in your scholar referencing, in your citations. Now for journal articles, firstly you need to write the author's name, thereafter title in quotations, and thereafter the journal title in italics, volume number, issue number, the date, and the page numbers. You can refer to this example. Similarly, for citing a case, it is very easier. You just have to write the case name and the neutral citation. Like in India, try to cite, uh, try to put citation of SCC or Manu Patra. Do not cite Indian Kanun or any other third-party website. Cite only the reportable ones. You can see, for example, this is an English case law. So the judgment's name has been stated, and thereafter the citation for the same has been written. So there is no rocket science in this. Now, as far as statutes are concerned, you have to just write the statute name in the citation, nothing more than that. Now, when you refer to websites like any random website in the internet, so what you have to do to cite that, you have to write the author name, thereafter the article title, then the date when the article was written, then the website title, and then the URL and the date in which you access that website. This is example. Now, how to add references in Word. Now, what will I do? I'll take you to the MS Word and will show you practically how to add references in MS Word. Is it visible? Anyone can confirm, like I'm not seeing the windows.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Alright. So now in MS Word, like you all would be writing either in MS Word or in like Google Docs, so things work similar. For example, let's say you have to cite this line, the very first line. This line you have taken from, let's say, a journal article or something. So you have to place the cursor at the end of the sentence and then go to references and then insert footnote. You will see here footnote part will be like highlighted, and then I have ready-made citations in place. So you have to prepare citations as per the format we discussed a while ago, and you have to paste the citation here. Okay, like this. For the second one, okay, the first one was a book. So we cited a book. Here is the author name. Here is the book title. Here is the edition, and here is the publication body and the publication date. And lastly, we have added the page number. That is 34. Let's say we this second line has been taken from a journal article. Now, one thing I want to make clear, like whenever you directly cite from any source, you have to put that inside quotation marks, double quotation marks. But if you just copy an idea, or like you have uh, taken this line from any journal article, so you have to paraphrase. You cannot just simply copy paste. You have to paraphrase it in your own words so that it does not count as plagiarized. So for adding a footnote here, you have to again go to references, insert footnote, and insert second footnote. Similarly, you can do for all. Now, here you can see the case of bank called. So here a full case name has not been stated. So what you have to do, like whenever any keyword related to case has been written, you have to put cursor to that place, not at the end of the sentence, and footnote, and then the case name, full case name with the neutral citation. Now, let's say you have cited this case here, right? And thereafter, the case comes again. So you do not need to write the full citation here. Instead, what you can do, you can just uh, like insert a footnote here and just use IBID. It means that the reference, the source which I am citing has been cited just before this citation number. So in 3, this case has already been cited. So we do not need to cite again and again. We will just try keep it. And maybe if you are citing a different page number, so you can write that. Let's say I'm citing page number 112. So I will write just 112. Now, Now, here in this line, you can see that act has been clearly stated in the text only. So you do not need to cite this using footnote. In situations where the full act has not been written, maybe some keyword or something ambiguous has been written, so then you have to cite. If already the full statute name is there, you do not need to cite that. So let's leave it. Now, let's cite this. So this is a website. Now, the first citation number This source has already been cited, right? The first line, this one. So let's say I have to cite this source again in this last line. So what will I do? I'll not write the full citation. Instead, what I'll do, I'll just write the surname of the author, which is this one. I'll write the surname. First, we'll put footnote. Just add the second name of the author. And then I am referring to the first footnote, right? This one, footnote number one. So I will just put a bracket here and write number one, footnote number one we are referring to. Maybe if you are referring to any other page number, so you can write page number here. Let's say you are referring to 38 page number, so 38 page number. So like this you have to cite in your manuscripts. Now it might seem a very lengthy and complex task, but let's make it easy for you. Now, if you do it manually, it will take a lot of time and effort, which nobody is wishing to put into writing. Now, we have various tools available right there, which we can use for referencing. One of the famous tools is called Zotero. So, I will be guiding you how to use Zotero for your referencing. So, what you have to do, you have to just open your browser, just search Zotero and all right. So here you have to like download the application. It's available for Mac, Windows, Linux, and iOS all. So you can download this from here. And one another thing you have to do, you have to install Zotero connector. I've already installed, so I'm just showing you how to do it. So here, if you type Zotero connector, there will be like you can install it from Edge Store or Chrome Web Store. If you are using Chrome, then you can add from the Chrome Web Store or from the Microsoft Bing Store. So once you download both of these, you will see like let's say um, let's find out any article. Let's say the New Mediation Act.
Sir, hello, sir.
Hello,
Sir, is Zotero available for Android?
for Android, I will have to see. Let's see. Like, do you want to use it on your phone or tablet? Like,
Sir, tablet.
Zotero. I don't think it is available for Android. You can try downloading it. I think it should work because Linux is based on Android only. So check it once,
Okay,
and
sir.
if it does not, just text me. I'll refer any other tool. There are many, so don't worry about it.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
All right. All right. For example, let's say you have to cite this. You have to like you are taking this. I'm taking a random paragraph. Like you have taken this part in your manuscript, so you have to cite it, right? So what you will do? You will just go to the extensions, and here you can see Zotero connector. It is disabled. Why? Okay, let's wait. Let's search for something common. But okay. Alright, sorry for using it. You have to run Zotero in your background. I did not open it, so okay. Alright, now I have it in my background. I'll now just go to anything. Let's say I've taken something from this book. For example, let's say I've taken this paragraph. So what you can do, you can just go to extensions, just go to Zotero connector and see here you can see saving to. It is a library created by me in Zotero. So this will be automatically saved to your Zotero as soon as you like click this Zotero connector. So now you can open your Zotero. Now see here, the death penalty in America, it has been added, right? And every detail about this has been highlighted here, like the title of the book, the author, the abstract, ISBN number, publisher, and everything, publishing date. So what you can do, like you can just open the Word. Let's say you have taken this from that book. So what you can do, just go to Zotero here. Zotero is there. Once you install the Zotero connector, this should reflect here. Now go to add citation. choose a citation type. Here OSCOLA has been selected. Click on OK. Now search for the book. It was about death penalty, right? See, here you can see it has been highlighted. Now as soon as I click here, I enter and see. A reference has been added, right? Author name, the book's name, the publisher, and the publication date. The same you can do with your journal articles and websites. Let me show you for a website. Go to any random website. Simply you have to go to extensions, click on Zotero connector. Now it is being saved to my Zotero library. Now what I'll do, I'll just open Word. Let's type a sentence. Alright. Now go to Zotero. First place the cursor where you want to add the citation. Now go to Zotero, add citation. Now search for that. It was a website, right? Press enter. Now you can see here the reference has been added. So I think it is easier than the manual method. So you can use this and you can do the same with cases and all. For statutes, I don't think there is any need to use this because you have to simply write the name of the statute and the year. So I hope it is clear, right? Is it so difficult? Can I hear some human voices?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, was it clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yes, actually.
Now I have some additional tips for referencing. Before using any referencing style, you need to properly understand that referencing style or the citation style. Like as we talked about OSCOLA, so you have to understand the format and you have to understand how to structure your citations and footnotes. Like for website, there is separate and there is another format. For journal article, there is another, right? So you have to completely understand that particular citation style. Apart from OSCOLA, there is Blue Book, there is APA, MLA, Chicago, ILI, there are many. So we were just concerned about OSCOLA this time. Secondly, you need to collect complete information about any source you are citing. For example, if you are citing any journal article, you need to know what journal it was published in, what was the title of the article, who was the author, when was it published, what was the volume number of the journal. You have to use complete information. You just cannot um, write a full citation using incomplete information. That will create errors in your citation. So make sure you gather complete information about the source if you are doing it manually. Now, you have to use reliable sources only for citation. Let's say if you are citing any Indian case, you cannot rely on Indian Qanun and casemind.com. You have to cite SCC and Manupatra, and you have to cite government reports. You cannot just randomly rely on any third party website and just cite it. Also, you have to be consistent throughout your manuscript. You cannot use OSCOLA in your first part, then Blue Book in your second part, and like you have to use a single citation style throughout your entire manuscript. Now, you have to cite. You can cite either directly or you in a paraphrased version. If you are citing directly, you have to insert that direct quote inside a double quotation mark. And if you are copying a sentence or a paragraph, you have to properly paraphrase it in your original manuscript. Also, even if you are using AI tools or using any tool for referencing like the Zotero, Mendeley and all, so in that case also you have to proofread your references whether the references are correct or not, because you just cannot blindly trust any tool, right? It is for helping you, for assisting you, but again, it's a tool. It's an AI based mechanism, it's an AI based algorithm. It can commit mistakes. So you have to proofread your references to ensure that the references are put in a proper manner, in a proper format, and it is free from any typos or any errors. Also, the last tip is use citation tools. It saves a lot of time, it saves your effort, and it is easy to use. Now, with this, we come to end of this session. Thank you all for attending. If anyone is having any doubts, please go ahead with your doubts. Anyone having any doubts? Anyone who didn't understand? Anyone if sir, can we take the reference of AIR? Yes, you can. AIR is a reportable source, so you can. Nanofilm, do we receive a feedback upon the first task? Yes, you will be receiving your feedback soon. Our editorial team will be reviewing it, and thereafter you will be given feedback through email only. So please tell us any citation tool. Aditi, I was talking about Zotero. It is a citation tool only. Apart from that, if you
Sir,
wish to,
Zotero is not available for Android.
so
So
you can use
this is the
Mendeley.
problem.
Like I'm typing the name F Mendeley.
Okay, sir.
You can try searching that. That should be available.
Okay, sir.
Can you tell me, please, what topic should we write about? Or I can choose any topic. You can choose your topic as per your own interest, but if you want us to allot your topic, we'll be very happy assisting you with that. Just text me about your interest in getting a topic from us. I'll allot you a topic. Anyone else?
Sir, is it paper bought for Mandeli?
Sorry, can you go again?
Sir, you recommended using Mandeli. Is the name of the app is paper bought for Mandeli?
Mentally, okay. What to do? You just drop me a message on WhatsApp. I'll get you the link.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
All right. Second task is also an article. Okay, so we'll be announcing the second task most probably tomorrow. So wait for the moment. Okay, so I think no more doubts are there. Is it necessary to use Zotero? No, it's not necessary. We're not sponsored by Zotero, so it's absolutely not necessary. You can do your manual effort also, that would be appreciated. What is our second task? We'll be announcing the second task in the group itself, don't worry. Any more doubts? Can I research about fruit? Yes, yes, Yusuf Esam, you can. All right, so we are ending this session since nobody's having more doubt. Thank you all for attending and hoping you are good health. Please take care of yourself. It's too cold outside. Don't get outside unnecessarily. Thank you all.